It's not too often when Dave Portnoy decides to talk about Bitcoin. Altcoin Daily says Dave Portnoy to buy $10 million of Bitcoin with Barstool Sports Treasury if Bitcoin dips into the 40K range. Guys, it's not going to 40K. I don't even think it's going below 50K. Before we start this video, I want to remind you guys that we are at 15%. 15% of what we were searching over in 2021, the peaks. So there's still 85% runway until we reach the peak consensus of how many times people were searching Bitcoin then. So we are at low lows. People are a little too bearish. It's not going to reach 40K. Also, we can see that with other projects as well. The interest has diminished over time with other projects such as Cardano in this case. Again, right, we're at 16%, very low. This one's with YouTube searches versus web searches globally. So this is the most important one, but this one also gives an extra support to TLDR in layman terms. We are not having people search anywhere remotely on YouTube or on Google crypto, Bitcoin, as they were in the 2021 peaks. So the bull peaks are still coming, not here yet. Let's check it out. Mr. One Slice, everyone knows the rules. What do you have to say?
Right now we're at 61,000 with Bitcoin. Been down a little bit of a rough week. It was up. Bitcoin's high 70 is around 60. I said I'm going to buy I'm going to take Barstool money and probably buy 5 million, 10 million of Bitcoin if it gets into the 40s. Not going to buy in the 60s. I already have a ton of personal Bitcoin, so don't get it confused. Right now we're at 61,000.
I mean, what do you guys think? It's not going to 40K. It's not. We jumped up from 58 to all-time highs in hours, and I think that often this is coming from I love Dave Portnoy. He's very entertaining, great stuff. I like him as a person. He's a very entertaining individual. Love the stuff he does with the pizza, and remember the Safe Moon days if you guys were here in the last cycle. That didn't bode too well for him, and that was when we were at the peaks. And so we're not there yet. When this same guy was talking about Safe Moon and whatnot, it was around these moments. It was around these peaks. So right now when he's moaning and groaning about BTC, it's at very lows. We have a lot of fear. We had a lot of people that are just I saw one guy say BTC to 30K. They're so bearish when they shouldn't be. Everything is lining up. It would have been more accurate to say those things if we were already spiking with search, whether it was on Google or on YouTube. So I'm just using social analytics here, but they're very important. They're telling of what people are doing, and the normies haven't come in yet. They will come in when we start going 70, 80, 90K as we started to spike here when we were hitting around that 70, 73K. But they weren't convinced. They didn't come all the way through. So we still have a lot of runway. I don't think that we're even going to touch a 40K range, guys. But what do you guys think? We still have a few months ahead of us. I think that this is the Black Friday special to load up altcoins. I'm not even touching more Bitcoin. I have Bitcoin, happy with it. I'm just looking at altcoin opportunities or meme coin gems to scoop up on before we go crazy parabolic Q4 and beyond. I think it's really going to be Q1. And I think that Bitcoin right now is having that 2020 moment. If you remember, March, February is when we had the meme coin explosion 3 years ago. How are these influencer projects doing? Because, I mean, we're talking Dave Portnoy. Let's finish off with some zestiness, right? Well, I mean, Jason Derulo, I mean, he's heading down. Says he has a big bag. Is he going to sell? I don't know. Only time will tell. And guys, I'm not trying to make fun of these projects, but the line is the line. We got Mother Iggy here who's, I mean, if you got up here, you got wrecked. So as much as people throw fun at Cardano, someone who bought here is basically down more or less 70% in the span of 3 weeks. We look at this one here, ticker is Daddy, right? Same thing. The guy who bought here, and it's pumping actually, is still down 55%. And finally, this one. I mean, you pick and choose. Right, so something like this, a half fraction of a penny down from, what do we have that, 8 cents. So it's again, minus 91, minus 92%. So even though people will make fun of Nike on Cardano and this and that, those pain points are sometimes more augmented. They're worse felt on different networks. I like Solana, but I'm just saying that chasing anything under the sun is generally speaking going to get you wrecked. Don't look at the minority people who are exceptional, who are day traders, night traders, right? Making money off of the Loon Sea up at 5 a.m. At the end of the day, like the people who are making money of this, it's going to be a minority. And I hope they all do good, right? I hope these all do great. But the point being is that we're going to see more and more influencers jump into this. And you gotta have to be honest with yourself. Are these projects that have sustenance that will be around for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years? I go with probable, not possible, and probably not. You know what I'm saying? This is not a set it and forget it type beat. So, just my 2 cents. I don't think Bitcoin's gonna go to the 40K range. But, I mean, what do you guys think? And just be careful with these influencer projects. We see how they just pump and dump and a pump and a dump. And these ones, I mean, there's more conviction, but this kind of still low-key is dumping. You know what I'm saying? So, will they run in a bull run? Sure. I think, like Alex Becker said, nothing needs to make sense in the run. And we're not in the run yet. Why? Because of this. 15%. And we see it with the altcoins as well. Nowhere near peaks. And to finish off, and this chart I said in the previous video, right here, Cardano is pinned against Polkadot, Toncoin, Optos, and Chainlink, and it has anywhere from 2x, 5x, 3x the search results for Cardano. So you don't need to trust a grifter troll on Twitter. You can actually go and view the analytics for yourself, linked in the video description, to support your argument with actual data. No need to listen to like whining and complaining on Twitter. At the end of the day, the line doesn't lie. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully Dave Portnoy talks more about crypto. It's very rare when he talks about crypto, and I'm surprised Altcoin Daily found this clip. But at the end of the day, what do you guys think? What's the forecast? I think it's going to be sidelines, a little bit bearish, not too bearish, not like this range. And it's going to give us the final opportunity to load up before alt season just rips and goes berserk. So guys, hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you in the next Angry Crypto Show.